Before we continue with more research, it's important for me to stress again and again, to shout it out as loud as I can. I'm not a clown, and I'm not a gladiator, even though people treat me as a clown and a gladiator through many years of my life. But I was not this time to be your clown or your gladiator or your little baby that people watch how he goes up. If you think that the agenda is now to show you a miracle every day, then you're greatly, wrong. You do expect me to see? One day you want to see like matter teleportation. The second day vivo ex nihilo. The day after that, like cloning of matter. The day after that, alchemistry. And if like one day passes without a gigantic miracle, then you lose interest. And let's not forget the accusation. I've been accused all my life for things that I didn't do. And I always find myself in the position that I need to defend myself, even without nobody that actually tells me what the accusations are, and I need to deduce it by myself. But I do suffer from the consequences directly. I'm detached from my daughters. I don't have a job. I don't have a place to live in. And this is everything is just as a result of the evil actions of the Israeli people. And of course, I have no privacy at all, and I suffer from the haunted house issues that you all very well aware of constantly. Around the clock. This can even be like seen or heard from my videos alone. The Israelis they are so shameless that they don't even stop their torture, even when I'm like recording myself in video. I'm not your eternal victim or eternal accused person. Israel is not a democracy. The way that they take the children away from me and that they need to fight to raise my daughters since they were born is a crime against humanity. Needless to say, there is not a shred of justice in it. And it's not something between me and my ex-wife, and you all know it very well. You all know very well that she is a puppet of the Israeli Shabak, and that they are doing whatever they want. She's doing whatever they want. The war, the legal war and the nasty war, conflict was always between the Israeli government and myself, not between Inbal and myself. And you all know it very well. And the fact that people in the judiciary system, in the police, in the court, in the social social what's his name, like the social workers office, that they participate in the show, that they participate in a Soviet game which I don't know why is this game even held? It's not a real trial, because there are a ton of stuff that are only known to the judge and to the police or the Shabak, and it's not open to the sides. It's certainly not open to me. So this is against any kind of idea that the law, that modern or democratic law is based on. So why do we play this game? Why do we play this game? What you see? That's another. The rolling cart is something. You hear it around the clock here, because it's according to their method or theory, is a way to make you lose your mind. What is the purpose of all those trials? Nobody's telling me the truth, and I can't even defend myself from the truth. And I know that it took me many years to understand it, but eventually I understood it about a year ago, that the government, the Israeli people just want me to be their farm animal. They want the stuff that you see under the microscope. They know about it since a long ago, the bot juice, and they want it. They want me to milk it for my body. Of course, I should never have like family, children, wife, girlfriend. All this is out of the question. I need to make it for myself and just give it to them. And if I fail to do it, they torture me with a tremendous amount of manipulations. And if that doesn't work, they start false legal trials. I mean, with false accusation and draconian terms that are set upon me only without any reason at all. And of course, I have no. Of course, I have no freedom of speech. I mean, I'm not allowed to public posts in Facebook or Twitter. And each time I open my mouth, be that online or not, I always need to be afraid that someone is listening, and he or she will go to the to the officials. Psychiater מחוזי, like the district psychiatrist, and will tell him that I need to be like hospitalized by force. And I mean, it already happened that 2 times I was sent by force in the middle of the night for a check, which resulted in nothing. And of course, you know that I've spent 16 days in arrest without any ground at all, 8 of which in normal arrest, 8 in psychiatric arrest, without any reasoning and without no conclusion at all, just to put pressure on me and to detach me from my daughters. And all of this is for one purpose. They want me to keep being the farm animal, and they want to keep receive money from abroad for the way that they guide me. And of course, they want to frame me for all sorts of things without even my knowledge, but usually I understand it only long after the alleged occurrences even took place. This is hell, and I was not destined to live in hell, and I'm not Leo Clown. And if someone, the ones that I detest the most are those that watch me from the intelligence services of the world and portray themselves as they're in my side. Wow, Jesus boy, we are on your side. You're so funny. I think that again you will teach those Israeli bastards a lesson. I'm on your team. I'm sure that today in the episode, in today's episode, you will in the last minute it will seem like they finally got you, but you escape them and teach them a lesson in the final minute of the episode. See you again next week. This is horrible. My life is not like a TV show that I need to each episode to fight enormous powers. It's not. This should be stopped immediately, and certainly it could not be stopped. It cannot be stopped using the tongues and mouses. Israelis are made 100% out of tongues and mouses. That's what they do. If you open your mouth and tongues, you play their game, and you will perish with the devil. I need to be rescued by force, by intervention of foreign state. And I don't understand why people continue, in the international community, people, continue to look at it like it's kind of like a game, and I'm supposedly the clown or the gladiator. This is evil. This is evil. My suffering is evil. My torture is evil, and the torture of my small daughters, my young daughters, is evil. And again trial, and again trial, and again, and this kind of trial, and that kind of trial. And you need to write this kind of document to the court. And you need to run harder, and faster and faster, all your life, and you just need to run faster. And more courts, more police. Now you need to prove that you were not, that you didn't participate in an international conspiracy. With historic scale, but we were actually the victim of this conspiracy, and you need to do it all alone without anyone telling you anything. And next day you need to disprove scientifically and experimentally disprove in your own home without getting out of the room, which you're not allowed by law, by court order. You need to disprove axioms of modern biology or modern physics. And the next day, we want you to teleport yourself. And the next day, we want you to create gold out of trash. So, and you need to run harder and harder. And just for what? I don't have money at all. And I don't have friends. I lost anything because of the people of Israel. And now I also lost my daughters. And there is nothing in the world that hurts me more. I raised them since they were born. I'm their father. Why do I need to justify anything in front of anyone? It's nobody business. I should raise them with their mother half the time, me and half the time her, as it was like for 5 years before the government again started this horrible war. Why do I need to justify myself instead of all sorts of like social workers or judges? Enough. Let me leave hell. Let me leave this place. Israel is hell. Let me leave. I'm not your prisoner. And last point. What do you think that the people that designed those Neros, those robots that contain such a magnificent attributes, you think they disappeared and somehow left me behind? Does that make any sense? It's ridiculous. They did not disappear. I mean, and you can conceptualize them as like gods or like aliens or whatever, or a flying spaghetti monster. This doesn't matter. What matters is that, of course, I mean, the entity that designed and implemented the robots that you see under the microscope that is doing all those sort of amazing stuff. I mean, whoever is their designer, which by happens his name is God and he's also your designer. But in any case, this guy didn't go anywhere. He's still here, and he's patient because I mean, for him, maybe 100 years is like nothing. It's just like time to sneeze. I mean, for an entity that is so magnificent and all powerful, maybe 100 years are something that I mean could be spared. Like, I mean, it's worth the wait to see if humanity will get over the sin or perhaps get better. But 100 years, eventually, they come to an end. And I mean, isn't it obvious to you that the one that was that designed the nanobots inside my body, I mean, also designed and implemented machines that can annihilate Earth like with the press of a button? Isn't it obvious?